गोवा चेंबर ऑफ कॉमर्सान केंद्रीय अर्थसंकल्पाक येवकार दिला. अर्थसंकल्पात केल्ल्या तजवीजांच्यो गोंयच्या पर्यटनाक फायदो जातलो. गोंयची उदरगत जावपाक जाय तर मुळाव्यो साधन सुविधांची सुदारणा करप चालू दवरची पडटली म्हूण गोवा चेंबर ऑफ कॉमर्साचो अध्यक्ष श्रीनिवास धेंपो उलयला. RDXGOA ब्युरो रिपोर्ट.
To come up and they're going to formulate a scheme of how these innovative centers will be supported. They've talked about spiritual tourism as well as of business conferences. So these are I think certain aspects within tourism that probably Goa could immensely benefit. But we need to sit down in detail and see once the budget is read in detail and then discuss with the state government as to how Goa would maximize this. The second thing is she also clearly mentioned about fisheries. We have to again go into the fine print and see. But I think they want to encourage seafood exports. They want to encourage fisheries as a sector. So I think probably Goa could even benefit immensely from that. Then there is a huge impetus on housing. Probably as it is, Goa is a well-known place for real estate. And probably middle-income housing is something that can be given more focus in Goa and more emphasis because they've specifically talked about middle-income housing and how they want to increase and give sort of incentives and subsidy for middle-income housing. So I think there is enough. Plus, she's agreed. She basically said that the startup companies, where the state government is trying to pitch Goa as a startup destination, tax benefits for the startups will continue. And again, with special emphasis on women entrepreneurship, she's talked again and again about Nari Shakti, where I think Goan women entrepreneurs probably could immensely benefit from the various schemes that the government is taking.
As far as industries is concerned, what beneficial for mining or industries?
So industrial sector probably would benefit from the reform process. She talked about infrastructure development. She talked about giving interest-free loan to the state government for infrastructure development. So probably port connectivity is something that we can focus on. Railway connectivity is something that we can focus on. See, industry today wants more of reforms than subsidies. At least the personal belief. And whenever I go and meet industry fellows, they say we want to focus on two things. One is the reform process, ease of doing business, and because the demand in India is there. We are the shining star amongst all the problems that the global order is facing. So I think the government is focusing rightly in terms of delivering on the infrastructure front as well as the reform process in taxation. So I already said that we had welcomed GST then, and we find huge, robust earnings in GST because that leads to less litigations because there are no multiple taxes and octroi and plus there are no state advantages now. So all states have GST. So earlier, whether it was some other state which had better tax incentives than Goa, then everybody used to run there. So I think we are all now at equal. But Goa is unique in the sense that Goa is a small state. And I think, we need to focus on, recently there was Goa Invest Summit, we need to focus on what sectors should be invited. There have been a couple of sectors named like IT, ITES, logistics and warehousing, medical devices, electronics, because our land size is small. So I think, and if you look at the FM's budget, it basically focuses on many of these sectors. So I think, Goa can immensely benefit from. But again, this is a vote on account. When we sit in July again, probably we'll get a better sense.